Hi everyone, welcome back to my Scrappy Space. Grab a cup of coffee, tea, or whatever, and join me as we work on something for 15 minutes. Good morning everyone. I hope you guys have been having a good week. I put on the timer for 15 minutes and unfortunately it's going to ring sooner than we want. I bet you 50 bucks. Okay, I was really surprised at how much washi I got put on these playing cards. Before our 15 minutes rang, I had to actually pull out this next drawer, which will be the last drawer for this section. But I also I have some stacked on top, which are right here. Just a sec. Yep, that's all I have. But look at these. Aren't these pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty. So I want to get these on there as well. All right, where did I have some cards already? I guess not. And yes, I am so tempted to do the acrylic, but I'm already in. I'm already in and it's okay. It's okay. I don't have to be perfect in everything. Well, yeah, I do, but look at this washi tape. It is so sweet. So sweet. I can't wait to use it. So what have you guys been doing and what have you been working on? We are still in the process of putting our garden together as far as outside of my little scrappy room. So have you guys had a wonderful week? It has been sunny here and we have been working in our garden, and it must be too early for me to work washi on a playing card because this isn't going very well. Okay, let me get going here. There we go. So, we've been doing a lot in the garden. We have the last log bed made. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you want to watch the other video, it talks about why we have log beds in our garden. And we've had to fill them up with dirt with the tractor each and every time because they're 4x10-ish. And they were all supposed to be 4x10, but we had to make some adjustments because we were trying to only buy one roll of wire. The wire has been, well, it's made out of steel, and steel is like astronomical in price. So we were just trying to only buy one roll. So we had to bring in our garden just a little bit, which then made all of our measurements off. And, you know, one thing leads to another. It's never just a simple thing, is it? So anyways, we've been working on that, and we just got our last bed made. We have these, they're called gnats, and they're black, and they are the most annoying thing. You think mosquitoes are bad? These gnats are like everywhere, and they're just for a very short season, so I can't complain too much. I mean, I'm going to complain, but yeah, they are in your face and ears, and I mean, they're terrible, and I feel so bad for the deer. I've been watching the deer go by, and they just are like, oh, so annoyed by it, and I feel bad for them. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put some of these other florals on the washi card. And so you can only work out there for a very short time. And my husband had the chainsaw, and that's how we're making our beds, is, you know, he'll cut off a slab or whatever. And I had covered up to the point where I had my hood on my coat up over my head, so all I had was this very small space for my eyes and my mouth and stuff. And he is cracking up, and I'm like, oh, these things are driving me nuts. And you can put off on if you want, but I just don't like that stuff, and I don't want it on me. And I was supposed to only be helping him for a second because I was cooking dinner, but you know, that ended up being 45 minutes or whatever, which is fine. I don't mind. But yeah, one of those things. But we have finally have all of our log beds filled with dirt, and now we're just going to be stapling up the fence with these big old giant staples. Sorry if you heard a big clunk. That was the big old dog flopping down into the back corner there on the heater. I guess he's cold or something. I don't know. It's still dipping down. We were supposed to get snow. Didn't snow, thank goodness, but it's still dipping down there into the 30s, that's for sure. So it's staying pretty cold, so we can't plant anything yet. We can plant some of our cold plants, which were potatoes and onions and that type of thing, I guess, but they're all just living in my dining room right now, living their best life because it's nice and warm and we have a big giant window, and they're like, yeah, this is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. And we've been taken, I started a little herb garden. Well, I shouldn't say it's little now because it's grown quite a bit. But I got one of those planters that they're stackable. And I got one for my daughter-in-law, and then I got one for me. And she can plant whatever she wants to in it, but I wanted to plant herbs. And so I have been picking up herbs here and there. I've got one more I need to get. I can't find time. I mean, literally and physically, but I haven't been able to find it, so I'm going to have to look for it at a nursery, I guess. I need some time. And then the other thing is I need to get some more strawberry plants. But we have been I've grown some cilantro, and I've never really been a huge fan of cilantro until last weekend, when I was telling you we had a fabulous weekend. We went to town, and we went to this little restaurant. We usually don't go there very often because it's kind of expensive, but you know, it was one of those things. My husband had a gift certificate for his birthday. We decided to use it, and the food was amazing. We had chicken marsala. I hope you guys aren't hungry. And it was so, so good. And it was chicken marsala on, is it risotto? Am I saying that right? And oh, it was to die for. But they had also placed it on a bed of, okay, I really, really like this washi. It's pretty. But they had placed it on a bed of arugula, and in the arugula, they had just a little bit of cilantro. And it was just really super refreshing, I guess is the word I want to use. And the cilantro is one of the herbs that I am growing in my little herb garden. So the next day, my husband and I were kind of talking about the cilantro and how it just seems fresh and refreshing. And so we put some in our salad the other day, and oh, it was so good. Not a whole lot, you know, just to be refreshing. And then last night we made pasta salad. We had fried chicken and pasta salad, and I put it in the pasta salad just a little bit, and oh, it was just the right little, I don't know, spice or whatever. So you guys should try it. I don't know if you like arugula, but try this cilantro. It is super nummy, and if you guys can, I don't know if you're interested, try growing an herb garden. It's really, really fun. I know people have said that for a long time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not really interested. And it has been so fun just to go over and just pick your fresh herbs. Like right now, I'm growing, or I'm not growing, well, I am growing, but I'm drying some rosemary, and I'm super excited to, you know, try these different little things. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And those you can just do in a little tiny pot in your house if you don't have an area to grow them outside. And actually yesterday I had to go to the big town, and I had to go to Costco. Yeah, but they had not only did they have wonderful plants, they had a garden in a pot. And I almost bought one, but we had just went to the nursery and bought a bunch of tomatoes and peppers and stuff like that. But they had a pot that had a tomato plant, a pepper plant, basil, a carnation, which is good to keep the bugs away. I don't know all the different things. And it was in this pot. It was $21. And I thought, that is such a killer deal. I mean, it was just adorable. And some of the tomatoes were already coming on. And oh, it was really, really cute. So even if you have just one little spot where you can put something, I encourage you to do it. Totally encourage you to do it. It's just fun. And the herbs are so, so fresh. It's amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. So anyways, so now you know all about my little cilantro herb garden slash. Too funny. And you can keep it going through the winter if you do it right. That is another thing, is I probably would have killed my cilantro plant had I not looked to see how to take care of it and process, not process it, but how to trim it, to use it, but also to stimulate the growth on it. And good old YouTube, it shows you all the good stuff. So, but we have, like I said before, we've just been going to town on our little garden. My husband would like to get onto some other guy things, if you know what I mean. So he kind of wants to be done with the garden. He's having fun, don't get me wrong, but he wants to get going on taking care of some trees before it gets too hot. Hold on, I got to check out this. Every day, every day, every day. Yeah, there's a lot on there. I think I'm going to put that in my backing washi for my gutted stuff. I don't need to know every day, all the time, right? So anyhow, that one I'm not sure of. It's gold arrows. I think I'm going to put that over in my think about pile. Yeah. Okay. So anyhow, we have quite a bit of property that we need to maintain as far as the timber and the logging and stuff, and our amount of time to work it in the woods isn't very long, because then we also have, we call it fire season, and they will shut you down to what is called hoot owl, where you can only work in the woods. I can't even remember the time, but it's like, 2 o'clock in the morning till, 11:30 in the afternoon, or 11:30 in the morning. And then you have to sit there for an hour afterwards to make sure nothing sparks or anything like that. And I don't know about you guys, but my husband is a little busy bee, and for him to sit there for an hour to do something and not do anything I would be sitting down there. Fussy cutting is probably what would happen if I actually had to do that. But it gets really kind of hot and miserable. So we try to get that stuff done now. And like I said, it's the season of mud is over. So now before we hit fire season, we need to get going on getting the logging stuff done. So, but we've got to finish this little project, and then, the projects never seem to go away, do they? But that's okay. We are blessed. You guys, it's amazing how quickly the time goes. And what did I do? I did do one card, I guess. Maybe I just need to speed it up and not be so rambly, huh? So let's go ahead and put this on there. And at least finished another card. That would give us 2 cards. But we're doing really good. I think we're doing really good. Let's go ahead and just finish out this one. We'll finish out this one. actually, I would like to finish out this drawer. So I think I'm going to just ramble for a few more minutes. Sorry, guys. So the next time you guys will probably hear that, yay, we have our garden all done. As far as the fence, we still can't plant because it's too cold. But trust me, the plants are living their best life right now. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. We've been discussing where we want things and how we want them, and it's really kind of cute. The husband has been talking to some of his friends at work that grow gardens and talking different tomatoes and peppers and all that. It's just adorable. So he'll come home and he'll say, okay, we have to do this and we have to do that. And everybody has just been so sweet about offering us advice on our garden and that type of thing. We had a garden many, many moons ago and didn't really quite know what we were doing, but you know, dug a hole and planted things, and we did harvest a little bit, but it was more of a harvest of just for right now. We didn't put anything up or put anything away, and that's kind of what we're doing this time. Is we're putting up some tomatoes and salsa and that kind of thing. I've done the canning of peaches for years because my husband loves canned peaches, and so did my boys when they were little. But the thing is you'd go through all that work of canning peaches because it's a process, and then they'd sit there and eat them within a month and a half. So then I said, all right, you guys, we can't do that. We've got to have a little bit of time between. So it was pretty funny. But at least they loved it and they appreciated it. That's for sure. That is for sure. So we didn't talk much about scrapbooking today. Hope you guys don't mind. It's more about the garden, but that's part of making memories, right? Making memories and remembering when we put up a garden and the boys eating peaches. My youngest, he used to always call them peachies. Peachies, boys. It's adorable. It was adorable. Oh, see, here's that little tiny stuff that I just don't even know about. Yeah, it's pretty. There's a lot on there. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna think about this, and this is how we're gonna end the video. How would you guys deal with this? Would you keep it? Would you get rid of it? Please share. All right, guys, thanks for sitting and visiting with me. If you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up, and I hope you're out there making some memories. Have a super amazing day. Bye-bye.